suppose the best thing about Volcano this year, and I'm sure other people have said it as well, is the space, the Oval House space, which has been very well decorated by all the film groups, specifically Exploding Cinema. And it looks good when you come in. There's a real happening kind of vibe to it. There's sort of projections everywhere. There's the stall with all the film-related materials. Then there's the different rooms with stuff happening in each room. Yeah, that's why it's been good this year, I think. Yeah.
My favourite moment was a very fine and lucid presentation by Dr. David Sontag, a professor of linguistics and semiotics, I understand, although I've never managed to read any of his publications, but I hope to find some soon. He gave a very acute demonstration of the importance of semiotics and the understanding of the sign structures in our world, and that was at an Exploding Cinema event in the Brixton Hill.
I think my favourite moment was some of the German stuff on Deutschland Underground show. Kay Zimmer's film, which was I think it was 3 minutes in America, and it was about driving cars, and it was a lot of intercut, sort of like American stuff. Yeah, I thought that was really good. Yeah, that's the best film. This film stays in my memory.
I enjoyed the wrestling, the reenacting of the Labour election victory as a wrestling bout in the basement, and the Sonic Catering Band. I also enjoyed Scream the movie by Louise Stevens, which incorporated the Max Factory performance group, and they were also performing in another space, so that's an excellent film.
Welcome to the Kinder Egg surprise.
Fantastic.
Courtesy of Mark Wilson. And for your greatest pleasure. Have a look through there, sir. I know.
Turn it round.
Sorry. It's the Kinder move. My show, the pure chaos of it, the unhinged sort of unrehearsed and diabolical consequences of everything just happening on the spur of the moment.
I'm in a group called Frank Chickens, and we recruited new chickens recently, so we are kind of 20 Japanese women. And actually on the stage it's maybe 12 Japanese women dressed up in a kind of our version of a S&M outfit, and we sold genital sushi, like a penis roll and vagina pair. And we sold 40. We thought we sold 40, but actually 3 were left over, and 20 Japanese women shared these 3 penis rolls together. That was best moment.
Favorite moments? One was the True Gore program of the Americans. My mate fainted, fell against me, and quite a few left, and it was quite extreme.
What about your own program? How did that go?
We quite enjoyed it. We did a similar program in Cologne, and we didn't enjoy it half as much. And in Cologne it was in a big commercial festival, and we were meant to be the main event in that festival, and 200 turned up, which was more than here, but we felt a lot happier here. People enjoyed it more, we enjoyed it more, and it was...
Why do you think that was? Can you put your finger on why that was?
We do feel a lot more at home here than we did in this commercial festival, which did pay us well, and without their money we wouldn't have been here, since we haven't got any to travel with.
Even though you've been operating for 30 years?
Yeah, we are not making any money out of it at all. We are happy if equipment, film material, and hopefully the Super 8 prints pay with the film shows, and yeah, petrol.
My performance was great because we had the biggest turnout in Woolwich that we've ever had before. We had somewhat up to 100 people, which a pub in Woolwich is pretty difficult to arrange. No one in Woolwich in that area does anything like that. Usually in Woolwich it's just bands or pubs. Nothing else goes on. So
there's a lot of film festivals in America. There's the Downtown New York Underground Film Festival in March. There's the Mix Festival in New York, and there's the Chicago Film Festival, Underground Festival. I mean, this is the whole thing. It's like it's a party atmosphere here, whereas there it's much more film programs only. I mean, they do have events, party events in the evening and stuff where you go and see bands or whatever, but it's but here it's like the mix is on right from the word go, and like, you know, you muddle around, you don't seem to know where you are for the moment, but then you sort of get talking to some really interesting people.
I thought Arthur Lager's film Mr. Nasty was one of the only truly epic low-budget films that I've seen, and it was grueling and unbearable. And for me, that's a lasting impression, and that for me is great.
Well, our show is called Shaolin. It's basically a kung fu themed night. We show two kung fu feature films. We show short films on a martial arts theme made by our own members and ourselves. We also show funny trailers, excerpts from very gory video games. We also have like video fighting games up on the big screen between the martial arts movies. So after watching the martial arts movies, the audience can then fight each other. We did our show in a bank vault, and when we went down there like the day before the show, just to check out the venue, see everything was all right, there were like 5 or 6 very, very heavy safes, like still in the auditorium. Well, the room we were going to use is an auditorium, and we had to shift them. It took 6 of us with a crowbar, some ball bearings, and some like bits of scaffolding to get them all in the corner. But we managed it. Yeah, we moved them up. We like lever them up on blocks like they used to do with the blocks that made the pyramids. You know, so it was all very hands-on and very low tech.
We found ourselves a bit of a home, or even a temporary one, which has made an awful lot of difference. That's been the most exciting thing, to have something consistent throughout the whole festival.
I think the DIY kind of aspect to it, the fact that it is all kind of like chaotic and we're just doing it, and it kind of, I think it does come across to people, and I think that's really good.
The laid-back vibe in the bar afterwards. People were happy to be here. People had come here to see the Jeff Keane films. They were happy with our programming, and people were excited and interested and wanted to talk to each other in a laid-back atmosphere, and that was fantastic, and that set a precedent for the rest of the week.
So the performance will be starting in 2 minutes.